You are listening to RetroLovers Radio, your go-to broadcast for positive nostalgia.
What a wonderful night. You are listening to RetroLovers Radio, a space for music, memories, and positive nostalgia. Tonight we are talking about something very special. How one song can stop being just a hit and turn into a generation's anthem. A song that didn't just top charts, but somehow became part of people's lives. A generational anthem is not defined only by sales. It's defined by emotional reach. An anthem is the song you remember hearing everywhere. On the radio, on MTV, in cars, at parties, or late at night with headphones on. In the 80s, music wasn't background noise. It was identity. And certain songs captured exactly what people were feeling at that moment in history. Think about Don't Stop Believing by Journey, released in 1981, written by Steve Perry, Neil Schon, and Jonathan Cain. It didn't even reach number one at first. And yet, decades later, it became it became one of the most recognized songs in history. But why? Because it spoke about hope, about small town dreams, about holding on, something an entire generation connected with. Another example, Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, their version in the 80s. Released in 1987 on Appetite for Destruction, written by Axl Rose / Izzy Stradlin, Duff McKagan, and Steven Adler. It mixed raw rock energy with vulnerability and emotion. It wasn't polished pop. It felt real. And that authenticity turned into an anthem for a generation that wanted something honest. Or think about Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, released in 1983 on Thriller, produced by Quincy Jones, with a bass line that instantly changed pop music. That song wasn't just a hit. It redefined rhythm, dance, image, and performance. It marked a cultural shift. When Billie Jean played, everyone knew exactly where they were in the 80s timeline. What made these songs anthems was not only the music, it was repetition and visual memory. MTV played these videos constantly, so this song in particular became tied to fashion, movement, attitude, facial expressions, body language. You didn't just hear the song, you saw it. And that visual repetition burned these tracks into collective memories. These anthems followed people everywhere. They play while doing homework, while driving late at night, while walking with a Walkman on, while dreaming about the future. And years later, you may forget names, places, details. But when that anthem plays again, everything comes back in seconds. That's why anthems last. They become personal history. And this is a good moment to remind you that Retro Lovers Radio lives beyond this podcast. Every Friday night, we go live with the 90s Lovers Show, and every Saturday night, the 80s Lovers Show, both at 7 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel and simultaneously on Kick. The shows start on YouTube, and after about 90 minutes, upon the mercy of the platform, we continue live on Kick, where the full experience unfolds. Full music videos, longer sessions, song requests, audio messages, and even live phone calls with me. So keep an eye on the channel and the notifications. Also remember, if you want to join our public community on Facebook, you can find us on facebook.com/groups/RetroLoversRadio. So a generational anthem is not chosen by critics. It's chosen by time, by repetition, by memory, by emotion. That's why the 80s still sound alive today. Because those songs weren't just popular, they became part of who we are. So before we go, think about this. Do you agree with these anthems? Was it Don't Stop Believing? Was Billie Jean? Was it Sweet Child of Mine? Or was it another song entirely? Tell me in the comments on YouTube what you think was the anthem of the 80s and why. So thank you for being here. Remember to take care of your loved ones and remember what truly matters in your life. I'm Mick, and this was Retro Lovers Radio.